Am I the asshole for telling my best friend that he ruined his own relationship and now has to live with it? Florian and I are childhood friends. Our mothers are best friends, and we basically grew up like siblings. For over 10 years, Florian was with Clara. Clara is also a close friend of ours from school, so the three of us have been inseparable for as long as I can remember. We always did everything as a foursome, my boyfriend, Clara, Florian, and me, and we even went on vacation together quite often. A little over a year ago, Florian came to me asking for advice. He said he felt like he was missing out on things and wanted to propose an open relationship to Clara. I immediately told him it was a stupid idea and that I didn't think she would ever agree to it. To make a long story short, Clara didn't want it, but he pressured her and gave her an ultimatum until she finally caved. Right after that, Florian started seeing a coworker, who I am convinced was the real reason behind his sudden interest in freedom all along. Clara was absolutely devastated. Not long after, while Florian was out on one of his dates, I took Clara out for a girls' night to comfort her. That's where she met Mark. The spark between them was instant, and they started dating. Seeing this, I confronted Florian and warned him that he needed to stop this crap immediately if he didn't want to lose her forever. He didn't take me seriously, not until Clara officially left him for Mark. Despite everything, I stayed by Florian's side. I comforted him while he did nothing but talk trash about her and demand that I completely cut her off. I told him I'd always be there for him, but I wasn't going to give up my friendship with Clara. I warned him that she didn't deserve his insults, and that getting left was simply the risk you take when you force an open relationship. The real breaking point happened a few days ago. We went out to dinner with our usual circle of friends, and Clara joined us alone, out of pure respect for him. We were already a bit tipsy when Florian saw her and sneered, "Oh, trouble in paradise. Guess that guy wasn't the right one for you after all." The mood in the room instantly died. Clara told him she hadn't brought Mark along to avoid any tension, but he kept lashing out, claiming she should have thought about that before cheating on him. I couldn't handle his hypocrisy anymore and snapped, telling him to just shut up and drop it. Florian completely lost it at me. He started screaming that I was disloyal, that I should have stopped Clara from moving on, and hurled a bunch of insults at me in front of everyone. I lost my temper, raised my voice, and laid out the brutal truth right to his face, that he was solely responsible for the end of his relationship for pressuring her, and that he needed to stop blaming the rest of the world for his own actions. Florian stormed out and left. I called his mom later to make sure he made it home okay, but she told me he didn't want to talk to me and that she was disappointed I wasn't standing by her son. I felt completely awful. Was I really the asshole here? Update. 2 days later. My guilty conscience was eating me alive, and this entire mess ended up dragging our families into it. Because of the timing, we always celebrate Florian's birthday together with his family, but yesterday my mom called me downstairs, and his mother was there. It turns out Florian had told her a completely distorted version of what happened at the restaurant. In his lie, Clara and Mark showed up hand in hand to taunt him, saying things like, "Opening up the relationship was the best thing that ever happened to us. Otherwise, I never would have met the love of my life." He claimed that when he asked for respect, I laughed in his face and shouted, "Serves you right for not listening to me. Now, she found someone better, and you're all alone." It hurts so much to hear that he would twist things like that after everything I've done for him that I just burst into tears. Seeing my reaction, his mom realized the truth, comforted me, and promised to give him a piece of her mind. She must have confronted him immediately, because shortly after, Florian called me, absolutely furious, and started screaming at me over the phone. I didn't want to waste my energy, so I hung up and sent him a final text. "I know you're hurting, but that doesn't give you the right to treat us like this and spread lies. I don't want any contact with you right now. This friendship has become toxic, and it's draining me mentally. I hope you realize that with this behavior, you're going to lose everyone around you. Start growing up and take responsibility for your actions. I love you, and maybe I'll give you a second chance someday, but right now I need space." Then I blocked him. To top it all off, Our group of friends had already turned their backs on him a while ago due to his toxic attitude. They had only invited him to that dinner out of consideration for me. My heart feels broken, but I can no longer carry the weight of his emotional immaturity. Final update, 10 days later. Florian is officially history to me. I don't know what is going on inside his head, but he decided to channel all his frustration into a smear campaign against me. He went to our mutual friends and invented a story that I was the mastermind behind his breakup and that I had personally set Clara up with Mark to destroy him. When the guys called him out on his lies and defended the truth, he lost it and started insulting them too. He ended up giving them an absurd ultimatum. It's either Clara and her or me. The group's response was unanimous. They told him they were fed up with his drama and his constant victim playing, and they officially uninvited him from the annual trip we take together to Ring in the new year. Finding himself completely cornered, and in a desperate attempt to hurt me, Florian started venting deeply personal secrets that only he knew about me. With that, he finished digging his own grave. The trust is gone forever. Cutting him out of my life has been the most liberating decision I've ever made. Spending the holidays with my friends without his heavy presence, without the tension, and without the constant complaints made me realize just how exhausting that friendship really was. I truly wish him the best, but I finally understand that the process of messing around and finding out is something he'll have to experience completely alone.